Welcome.
We're live.
Are we? Are we alive? Is
I
this
don't. I don't know.
is this
Maybe.
real life?
Well, it's not real life. No.
Yes, it's real life. Of course it is, Captain Rickster. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 1,000 welcomes. Welcome to the All for Sci-Fi webcast. I'm Eric Walker, and this is.
Captain Rickster.
And while we wait for everybody to show up out there in social media land, today is Saturday. Of course, Captain Rickster. Look to see if I'm going to mess it up.
Mhm.
Today is Saturday, July 16th. We're broadcasting live from Woodland Hills, California. And yes, today is the 16th.
Sure it's July?
I'm sure it's July. Are you sure?
No, that was August.
Okay. One of the things we didn't get to announce is this is coming up. Ready? Dun, dun, dun.
Our 3-day pass.
Our 3-day pass for D23.
Yep.
D23 Expo. Funny thing, though, Captain Rickster pointed this out. I don't see a date.
Yeah, I don't see no date on this thing at all. When I looked at it and read it, there was no date saying when the thing's coming out.
I know that they had a big problem with the activation system. It wasn't allowing people to activate the badges.
Yes.
And we didn't activate our badge yet anyway, but then I got an email, Captain Rickster said they automatically activated it for us.
Oh, cool.
I guess we don't have to.
Well,
But what day is D23 this year, guys?
Yeah.
Does anybody know?
Hey, Dante.
D23, when is it? Let's find out. Hey, Dante, what's up, Dante? By the way, Dante, the fireworks, love the video. Still got to see part of it, though. I know you had problems getting it up there, but it looked good. So welcome. Let me see. D23 Expo. Anyway, Captain Rickster, take it away. How was your week?
Well, my week was good. Nice. Tiresome.
Right.
Boring. But lovable.
Boring.
Oh, yeah. I slept a few times when I was at work.
D23,
Okay.
according to this, is September 9th through the 11th. So it's coming up.
Coming up soon, yeah.
Is that Memorial Day weekend?
No, it's the weekend.
Or is it the weekend after?
Weekend after.
Okay. That's awesome.
But I do know, this month is
Right.
WonderCon. Not WonderCon, San Diego Con.
It always says I say things wrong. Okay. Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con. We got that coming out.
That's coming out, yeah.
We're just talking about movies. We're actually going to have a dry spell with movies for a while. We're going to still have some stuff that we could talk about, maybe review some older sci-fi stuff we haven't reviewed yet. Today, we're going to talk about Stranger Things Season 4.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about the Ms. Marvel, both finales.
Both finales, yep.
But we're going to have a dry spell for a while. So there might be weeks where we could maybe go to conventions.
Yeah.
And do that because we might not have as much to talk about, or we'll talk about, like I said a minute ago, we'll watch older stuff that people recommend and review that, like we did with the boys.
We had a great weekend. We had a great Tuesday though. We went to Disneyland.
That's right, we did.
We had so much fun.
And Mike,
oh my goodness,
Mike, I know you told us that you'd meet us there, and my apologies because we got there, we got so excited we forgot about it, and by the time you contacted us, we had already left. So
I know, yeah.
We owe you, Mike, our good friend Mike, and I told Rickster to tell you this, but we owe you a very special trip.
That's it.
Just pick a day, a week, any day during the week in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and let me know which day is the best for you, so we could go and meet and have some fun. We did have a great time.
We did have a great time.
We sure did.
Man, we went so early in the morning. We got there. There was nobody there. Rides were like 5 minutes waiting time to get on. You didn't have to worry about using your lightning pass to get on anything. It was so much fun.
It was. We went. It was perfect timing this week.
Man,
we were there at the right time.
Nice and cool.
Right.
It wasn't hot. Because it never gets hot in Anaheim anyway.
Right.
Not that hot anyhow. Like it does over here in Woodland Hills, where it gets triple digits.
It's way too hot. Yeah, I know Dante wants to get this blue screen. No, the Blu-ray, actually. It's coming out of Sequest. He's excited about that. He wants us to review. And we need to. Remember Sequest, the DSV?
That's way back when.
That was a good show.
It was a great show.
It was. We should review it. I really think it's a good idea. Yeah, so with some of this dry spell coming up, maybe we could do that. That's a great idea, Dante. Review Stuff's Falling. I'm trying to get rid of this because it just looks tacky. This thing for that.
Plug it and throw it on the ground.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Sorry about the noise there.
That's how things work. He's a noisy guy.
So movie-wise, we have. Oh, well, actually, sci-fi-wise, we do have Andor, the latest Star Wars Disney Plus show,
Right.
which is a spinoff of Rogue One, the movie Rogue One, one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his own home thing coming out soon, and that's going to be great. Can't wait. That's August 31st, the first episode, and that actually is more episodes than all the other Star Wars streaming shows, which is great. And other than Andor, what else do we have
Lower
coming out?
Deck coming out soon.
Star Trek Lower Decks. I don't know when it's coming up, but it's. I think that's probably going to be the next Star Trek.
Yeah, next Star Trek.
Star Trek Lower Decks, but they haven't really announced. It said sometime this fall. Other than that, we have later in the year. Oh, we have Black Adam coming out.
Coming out in October.
That's a movie. That's October, and then we have the long in this around Christmas.
Yeah.
The long anticipated Avatar sequel.
Avatar 2.
What a lot of people don't realize is the original Avatar. I wrote a song called Pandora, which was inspired by the first Avatar.
Right.
Maybe I should write a new song.
Maybe you should. Yeah.
Inspired from once we see this new one.
And just before the Thanksgiving comes,
right?
We got Black Panther.
Yes.
Wakanda Forever.
That's it. So we got stuff coming up. So Buddy Mix is here. Hey, Buddy.
Yep. Our buddy here.
He just got back from Uganda.
Yep.
Lots to share. Yes. To Kabua. We rock in Uganda. That's awesome. That's great, buddy. Yeah, I owe you a phone call. I'll call you after this stream. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about for sure. You're gonna Buddy Mix. Buddy Mix is also AKA ACM, Alpha Centauri Man, and he's gonna be coming out to California in August. He was just telling me.
13th.
So maybe we could talk about working on some tracks for our third album. So that would be nice. That was a great suggestion. So people are loving our Trust Yourself album. It's doing very well in Europe. By the way, it's getting played on a lot of radio station, and they love us in Ireland, and they also really love us in France. A lot of radio stations. Yeah. So we're excited about that.
France loves you.
I'm not too happy with France after visiting Paris here recently.
No kidding.
I was impressed with the city in Eiffel Tower and the beautifulness of it, but the people were very snobbish in France.
Very rude.
Oh, another quick announcement before we get started is I may be doing a convention at the end of August, and Buddy, you and I would be talking about this too, but I might be going and doing a convention the last weekend of August 27th, that weekend in Belgium. So I might be going to Belgium, around the Brussels area. I'm just trying to work out the final details to see if I could accept it or not. It's just up in the air. If it's a good enough deal, I'll do it. Captain Rickster, go get your telephone on live webcast. We got a telephone going off. But exciting news to answer that. And again, I do apologize. Just hit the button on the side and it turns off. I also want to apologize because I wasn't able to go out to the London Film and Comic-Con. I had to cancel that for a filming engagement, which you guys will later get to see. It's quite exciting news. So I was busy working. So but that's about it. Let's go ahead and get started, Captain Rickster. Today we're going to review Ms. Marvel and Stranger Things season 4. It might be a little bit of the show today might be a little shorter because we don't have as much to talk about in the last few weeks, right?
Yeah, well, that's true.
But who knows? And also, if there's anything else we talk about along the way, we'll go ahead and do it as well. Which one do we want to talk about first? Stranger Things or Ms. Marvel?
I'm all ears, so let's find out. Let's do Ms. Marvel because that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, let's talk about Ms. Marvel.
Pretty good.
Yes, Ms. Marvel. By the way, great TV show for younger viewers.
Oh yes.
Great Marvel show. It's basically about Kamala Khan who gets these mystical powers. Before we get into that, though, let's go ahead and do the official All for Sci-Fi rating. As you know, we have a rating system of 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars, it's the best. 3 stars or less, we don't recommend you stream it or watch it because it's a no-go if it's 3 stars or below. This case, it's streaming, of course, because it's on Disney Plus. season finale of Ms. Marvel gets an official all 4 sci-fi rating of 5 stars. It's the first time I'm going to give this a 5-star rating. And wake up, Captain Rickster. That's your second yawn during this episode.
Yeah, well, third actually. Anyway.
Is it? Okay, I wasn't counting well enough, apparently. I wasn't good at math. My wife is. I'm not. But then again, if you have $100 and it's $2.2 million, I guess you could count, right?
Yeah, I guess you could count. Yeah.
5 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm going to give it the same 5
Oh,
stars.
no.
The simple fact is, I think it's the best out of all of them, except for maybe the very first episode.
I'm gonna say it's the best out of all of them. I don't think you gave the first one 5 stars. I didn't give the first one 5 stars.
No.
We're gonna go ahead and give this one 5 stars. Excited to talk about this show. It's very good. You know what happens when we both agree, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Darn, we gotta have those pow sounds. We still gotta get it on my keyboard. Every time I do it, go pow, because he's got it down now. It really looks like I'm hitting him. And just so you know, we're not promoting violence.
Yeah,
so if you're watching this, don't do this at home.
He wants to knock my teeth out. My teeth are fake, so he wants to see them come flying out of my mouth.
Disclaimer down at the bottom. Don't do this at home. Okay, so gotta have some fun.
Yes. Gotta have a laugh or two.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's get into the episodes. Here, the spoilers. We ought to get like things where I click on buttons and says spoilers. We gotta get some no violence except for in Captain Rickster's case. Yeah, buddy.
Go, buddy.
Woo! Yeah.
I see you on his side as usual.
Yeah, well, Buddy and I go back since I was 16 years old, and I'm 52. So there you go. Let that marinate. Try to figure out how long we've known each other. Okay. I've done it since I was 16. That's a long time. You don't need to tell everybody.
36 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time. So,
I figured it out.
Well, you're better at math than me. Look at. He's
all
ears.
I'm all ears today.
Yeah. And I'm wearing my Princess Leia.
Yes, he is.
With the Ewoks shirt. That's a nice shirt. I like this shirt. And my indoor hat.
Yep.
Because I'm an indoor ranger. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This episode, here we go. Spoiler alert. This episode, basically, the last episode, they were in Pakistan, in Karachi. And she had just come back. She had just went back in time and then came back. And then the portal was opened. And she was trying to close it. And I guess they call them clandestines? The clandestine lady who was trying to get back home with the help of Kamala Khan and her grandmother, Aisha, was supposed to help them get back to their realm. She jumps in it, closes it, and transfers her powers to her son, who wasn't there with them.
No, he was away.
He was back in New Jersey. Or wherever. Is that where they're at?
No, they were in New Jersey. They were in Pakistan. He was.
No. He wasn't.
He came later on.
No, he didn't come later on because at the end, right away, he had the powers and he got together with that other guy, and that's when he got his powers. Well, he was over. They were over the video store, and they blew it out. Remember? Yeah, he was here. He was here, and the powers got transferred. So
transferred to her. Yeah,
not her, him. You're messing me up, boy.
Oh, that's right. Good. Make sure you're on your toes.
So, this last episode, they've come back and having to deal with all that. And she's trying to. Oh, and she had a really nice scene with her mother. Oh, and her mother gave her a new outfit, which was cool. That new outfit was good.
Great outfit, yeah.
So she ends up going. She finds out what happens with the video store. She doesn't realize it was the powers got transferred. Who, by the way, is her love interest. It's kind of like her boyfriend, sort of. Not really, but sort of.
He was in the second episode, by the way.
So, she thinks her friend's hurt because the place where he was staying above exploded because of all that.
Yep.
Because of the boyfriend getting his powers and not being able to control them because it was something new. But he wasn't hurt. So she's trying to find her friend,
Yep.
and in the meantime, her friend is trying to help the boyfriend out, and they go to the mosque, and hey, what's up, Angel?
Hi, Angel.
Nice to see you, Angel. So basically,
Stop talking.
we should ban this person. See you later, Angel. Have a good one. Hold on a second. It's okay. Anyway, we'll go on without this. Put user in timeout. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, so we blocked that. We had a troll on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just means we're getting more popular if we got a troll.
Yeah,
So anyway, so we've just blocked this Angel guy who said stop talking, who's being rude.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, where were we left off? Because I was too busy trying to block that troll.
We were at boyfriend and his powers in Houston.
Yeah. They went to the mosque.
Went to the mosque.
Right. They went to the mosque, and then they try to come and find. They think he's in a mosque.
Well,
the government. They're tracking them, and anyway, it's a great episode. Watch it. It's the best episode of the entire season.
It is.
Some of the highlights was when Ms. Marvel. She's really starting to get her powers.
That's true.
She's really starting to get it down, and she became real big, almost like Incredible Hulk.
Yep.
That was kind of cool reference to Incredible Hulk. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really a great show. Great to see. And she's helping the boyfriend as well understand why he has the powers, understand what his destiny is, and how his mother cared so much about him that she left him with the powers. And that was a nice moment. A lot of really nice moments in this episode.
It actually had a few loose ends too.
Right. What else did you like about it, Captain Rickster? Anything stand out that you liked that had happened?
Well, I like the ending part when what's her name, Larson?
Right.
Yeah, when she came in.
After the credits. The ending credits scene.
Yep.
Because this is called Ms. Marvel, and we have Captain Marvel, which is played by Brie Larson.
That's right.
Who's great, by the way. And at the end credits, we saw Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel, got sucked away, I guess maybe into the other universe or whatever, and Captain Marvel shows up.
And she's, where am I?
And then at the end, it said on the credits that Ms. Marvel will return in the Marvels.
Yeah.
So that was great news.
Which that's coming out next year, by the way.
Right, the movie.
The movie's coming out next year.
And by the way, this has got picked up, I heard, for season 2, Ms. Marvel.
Yes, it did.
So I can't wait. I think they did a good job. The music's really cool. Speaking about music,
I hope they do more than 6 episodes of this next time.
Yeah, we keep getting robbed, guys.
I know,
what is this with 6 episodes, 8 episodes?
You do better than that.
Come on, guys. I mean,
if you're doing the comic book series, do it correctly, do it right.
There's too many to do for a comic book series, but give us a real season. I mean, back in the day when we watched television, they had at least 24 episodes. If it was a half-hour show, maybe they had 40 or 50 a year. But give us at least. I'm not even asking for 24 like they used to have in a regular season. But give us at least 15 or 16.
Yeah, at least that much.
Yeah, so we're always getting robbed and not enough episodes.
That's definitely true.
So give us some more. So can't wait to see the next season. Can't wait to see Ms. Marvel in the Marvels.
That's true. That's gonna be
as
nice.
Well. That's gonna be awesome. Anything else other than that? Other than seeing Brie Larson, who wouldn't want to see Brie Larson?
Yeah,
she's
really,
cute. Right. I knew you were gonna go there, Captain Richardson.
yeah. She's hot. But anyway.
Anything else stands out?
The acting, I love the acting. The acting was really good. She actually does a great job at what she's doing. In playing Ms. Marvel. I believe that even her friend who wants to become a Muslim is also he does a great job too in that also.
And speaking of that, because I was an actor, the acting is good. I don't catch them acting, and when we say catch them acting, Acting's about reacting. It's about being, it's not about acting. So when we say that as an actor, it's like, I didn't catch them acting. I didn't mean that they're not acting. Some people think that. But yeah, the acting was very good all the way throughout it. I almost was talking about the music. The music
was really
we
good.
get to see a different style of music.
Yes, we do.
Because they have this Pakistani music, which was great to hear this a different culture. Buddy just came back from Uganda.
That's right.
And so he's getting into the African music and doing music with music producers in Africa.
Yeah.
And that's different, right? Buddy could tell you that. But it was great. Watch Ms. Marvel, Buddy, to listen to the different style of music, because it's really they got some rapping going on, some hip hop, Pakistani style. Maybe even have Matt listen to it. He might get some ideas for his, because Matt is a rapper, so his son. So
there's also a good thing too. At the end of the movie, at the end of the show, it's completely finished. We pop up with a behind the scenes. Of Ms. Marvel.
Yes, really, watch that too.
That's really excellent to watch.
It's I think it's called Assembled.
Something like that.
Assembled, and they have behind the scenes of all the Marvel stuff. But the newest one about Ms. Marvel came out. So watch it's really not long, but I love seeing behind the scenes stuff.
I did too. I mean, I loved it.
Yeah.
Especially when they're at the real con.
Yeah, actually, they did a Comic-Con.
They did a Comic-Con just for TV.
Yeah.
So, at the studio. Which
is
really good.
Yeah, because in the first episode or whenever it was, she got her powers.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, it was the first or second one. The first one. Okay, great. She goes to a Comic-Con, the first Avengers Comic-Con.
Yep, that's what it was.
And so they recreated what a Comic-Con is like, which is great.
And they had some of the actors there too that was actually from the Avengers and other ones. You didn't see them, but they were there.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I understood.
Well, yeah, they were talking about it, so it was kind of neat. That ode to what I do sometimes. I go to Comic Cons. It's great. Okay, watch Ms. Marvel. Watch the behind the scenes assembled as well about the making of Ms. Marvel. Yep. We definitely recommend both. This last episode gets 5-star ratings from both of us. I would say overall, I'd give the whole season a strong, maybe at least a 4 and a 4.25 stars for the whole season.
I'd give it 4.5.
Okay, you give it 4.5, but yeah, there were a couple episodes that were about teenage crushes I didn't want to watch. That was number 2. I'd give the whole season 4.25 stars. Captain Nurse gives it 4.5, but definitely watch it. And if you have children, it's good. It's suitable for kids.
Good for teenagers too.
Well, let's talk about Stranger Things. Talk about a segue.
Strange Things.
Stranger Things, because Stranger Things is definitely a strange. And Stranger Things, this is season 4. It's on Netflix.
Yes, it is.
Just so you know. And this is the 4th season. It stars Millie Bobby Brown as Eleven, who, by the way, this is another segue, but Millie Bobby Brown is rumored to have signed a contract to appear in a newer Star Wars movie. They're not saying what it is, but if you watch Stranger Things, any of the seasons, you'll realize why they want Millie Bobby Brown to be in Star Wars, because she looks like she could be Carrie Fisher, her doppelganger.
That's right.
She looks so much like Carrie Fisher when she was younger. It's like, especially in certain pictures. Yeah. Not now, because her hair is like bald.
Cut off.
Right, in this last season. But if you look at earlier seasons when she had hair, she looked just like Carrie.
The last two episodes, 8 and 9, for the season finale, it broke Netflix records. In fact, it crashed Netflix.
That's right.
So bad that it took 2 days for them to get the thing back up again.
Yeah, Netflix. The Stranger season 4, highest streamed show in the history of streaming.
Yes.
Like Captain Richter said, it actually broke Netflix.
Yep.
It was so many people trying to stream
all
it.
records of any season finale for any show.
I could see why. Again, this is not my cup of tea. It's more of Captain Rickster's. It's his lane. I like it because it has some sci-fi elements. I like it because it has great acting. But I'm not really like a horror film.
Well, I don't. It's not so much.
I'm not saying it's not a horror. It's not a horror film. I didn't mean that.
It's not blood and guts.
No, it's not like Friday the 13th or Freddy and Nightmare on Elm Street or any of those type of movies. But it has those elements.
It has a horror element in it. Which is
has a monster in it. The monster, which is
number 1.
Right.
If you watch all the seasons, seasons,
Right.
and watch season 3 all the way through from the 1 to 9.
Last season I loved more
last
than the
was
season.
great. But you'll see who number 1 is, and see what happens. What number 11 does to number 1.
Right.
To turn him into what he is.
Well,
right
you
now.
find out that she was in this thing for gifted people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
both of them were special, and the doctor couldn't handle either one of the two.
Right. So, and let's go ahead and give the official All for Sci-Fi rating for the whole season of Stranger Things, season 4. It gets an official All for Sci-Fi rating of, it's going to be strong, but it's really not my cup of tea, but I'm still not going to downgrade it because of it, because it's still a very, very good show. It gets an official All for Sci-Fi rating of 4.75 stars for the entire season. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm going to do better. For the entire season, I'm going to give it a 4.85.
Okay, no more violence for Captain Rickster today.
Yeah, well, that's true, but I think this...
You don't think he quite hit 5 stars?
It didn't hit quite 5 stars, right. But it didn't hit 4 either.
Yes.
So it's really in between all those.
Right.
So it was excellent. It also tied up a lot of loose ends, too, about number 11 and number 1.
Right.
Out of season 2.
Right.
And it's season not over yet. They've even already upped it for a season 5, but it's supposed to be different.
Well,
characters.
You remember when we were talking about season 3, we said there's only one more season,
and that was
because they told us this last season was season 4 was supposed to be it. You could go back and watch our videos when we were doing it from a year or more than a year because of COVID, right?
Yes.
Because they had a big gap. But if you go back and watch our videos from a year or so ago, we're talking about Stranger Things season 4, season 3, and season 4 being the fine. It's it.
Yeah.
But apparently they got renewed. I guess because it broke Netflix.
It broke Netflix, but it got renewed about the 4th or 5th episode into the 4th season.
Yep.
Is what they said, and it says it's not going to be the same characters, but it's going to be the same storyline.
Yes.
Basically, because they have to finish off Vecna, which is number 1. Otherwise, Hawkins is going to be nothing but Ashtown.
It had the media and news is saying they had a huge earthquake, but we know what it was, right?
Yes.
And that happened right at the end of the episode, but of the finale.
Mm-hmm.
But the overall, again, the acting is superb.
Yes, it is.
The music, who doesn't love 80s music?
80s music.
They're playing 80s music throughout the season because the show takes place in the 80s.
Yep.
Even the soundtrack sounds like something Tangerine Dream would do, and I love Tangerine Dream, and it's my style of music. It's like something I would compose for a show.
Yep.
So music's great. Special effects. Special effects are awesome. It's right on the money.
Awesome, yes.
So I mean, and the writing's good. It's a well-written show.
It's a well-written storyline.
It is.
It's something
these kids are good actors.
But you won't get lost. So
right.
It actually follows a pattern, and it follows the storyline completely like it's supposed to.
Again,
where most shows don't have that storyline, that you get lost sometimes in a storyline and some TV shows.
Right. Again, for all those reasons, and if you want to check something out, be a little scared because there's some scary elements in it. Watch Stranger. Well, maybe not to you, Captain Rickster, but it might scare. I don't recommend this for young kids. I mean, only teenage and higher.
The old monster movies in the 50s and 60s scare me.
Well, I mean, movies that scared me back then.
Today, nothing scares me.
Well, what scared me, there was suspense stuff scared me.
Well, yeah.
Back in the day, not like Hitchcock was great.
Oh, he was definitely great.
You want to talk about a master of suspense? Hitchcock was awesome. Psycho, Birds, all that stuff. That was scary and stuff. Every once in a while, they had stuff that makes you jump too.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I wouldn't have someone under the age of 9 or 10.
Yeah,
watch Stranger. So make sure the person don't watch it if you have with younger kids. But
you have to
get some popcorn.
Explain it to them that it's not a real thing.
Unless
you also have to talk to them about
that's true.
How things are actually done in the movies and stuff.
Well, that's true. I mean, even when we were this week we're at Disneyland and doing the Rise of the Resistance again, which is the greatest ride that ever was created. Rise of the Resistance ride. Oh my God.
Oh, I love that drop.
when you're flying in space.
Oh,
But
yes.
there's a moment, and I've watched this happen a couple times, where they brought younger kids in when you're inside, when you're in the jail cell and in interrogation thing, and Kylo Ren comes at you and uses the Force, and it shocks, the room vibrates. I've had kids scream.
Oh yeah.
In that Star Wars ride, and the mother's back there like trying to.
And crying and everything else.
Well, they're trying to comment. It's not real. It's not real. I heard them say that. So yeah, you're right about that. Oh, look at Keegan's here.
Hi, Keegan.
Master Neighbors. Hey, Keegan.
How you doing, buddy?
Nice to see you made it. I know you changed your name. I still knew it was you, Keegan, because I know your last name, Neighbors. Yeah. So yeah, glad that you made it. So we're talking about Stranger Things 4, season 4. Yeah. We're just about done with it. But again, I recommend it. Get some popcorn, watch it. We're not gonna take a break, but we have less things to talk about. So in the coming weeks, we're gonna start looking at other shows as well. Actually, For All Mankind. I've been watching that. That's on Apple Plus. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
Oh, I've watched it only here. I haven't watched.
Well, you watched the first season, but you didn't. Yeah. This is second. They're on season 2, but I've been watching season 2 for All Mankind, and I don't even know if it's season 2. It might even be season 3. I have to go back and look. But it's on Apple Plus, the latest season, and now they're trying to get on Mars. They just got on. They're trying to go to Mars and deal with Mars on this whole season. Also, the Orville. Been watching the Orville on Hulu, and my good friend Scott Grimes is in it, who I grew up with in the industry. He was an actor friend of mine when we were kids. So Scott, you're doing great. I love the new season of the Orville. I'm good, Keegan. Keegan asked us how we're doing.
Oh, we're doing great.
Yeah,
we're having fun as usual.
We're doing great. We're having a great time. Thank you for joining us.
Laughs and everything.
That's true. You know? That's true.
A lot of violence this time on the.
A lot. We agree with each other, so we had some of the violence here. Well, we don't promote violence unless it's with Captain Rickster.
That's right. The only time we get violence is with me.
So yeah. So in the
that's next.
In the upcoming weeks, since we're gonna not have very many movies to watch or newer TV shows, next week we're gonna go ahead and do a review of season 2 of the Orville, and we're gonna talk about For All Mankind for sure. Those 2 shows. Dante recommended us going back and watching Sequest, DSV, the old show on NBC, with Jonathan Tom Brandis or Tom something Brandis, I think his name was, who actually, unfortunately, he killed himself.
Yeah, he did.
The kid in it.
The kid in it.
He committed suicide, which was kind of sad.
Too bad.
But it was a great show, though.
Yes, it was.
Wonderful show. I think Roy Schneider was in it. Right, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I think he was.
Yeah, so
it's been a while since I've seen it.
It was an '80s show.
Yeah, definitely '80s show. It's been like I said, it's been on what do you call it? The syndication.
It has, but it just came out on Blu-ray. That's why why Dante's talking about it.
Oh, what the whole? Yeah. All the seasons.
Yeah, it just came out. They just released a new Blu-ray about it.
We'll have to get it.
Yeah. We definitely need to watch it.
Yeah.
Since we're gonna have some time where, and again later in August, August 31st, we have 1994. He said it came out, so I was wrong. I thought it was the 80s. Thank you, Dante. Dante said it came out in '94. I thought it was the 80s. But so after that, it's three seasons.
Okay, good.
So after that, short. I'm sorry?
That was short. It was only 3 seasons.
Well, back then it's not, because back then they had 24 episodes a season.
Well,
remember?
True, but
so that's like if it was 3 seasons in '94, it'd be 10 years in here.
Oh yeah.
The way they do seasons now. Back then they had 24 episodes a season, like they did with Star Trek, the original Star Trek. And okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about that and a couple other things, and then of course at the end of August on Disney Plus. The next Star Wars related thing. Actually, no, there's going to be a documentary that's coming out. It might have already come out. If it hasn't, maybe Dante could let us know. But there's going to be a documentary about ILM, Industrial Light Magic.
Oh, okay.
That's coming on Disney Plus. I don't know if it's come out, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, really.
Keegan might know about that.
We'll have to look at that one
as well. So we got that coming out. So watch the documentary on ILM. Who knows? If it's a documentary about ILM, maybe they'll talk about the Ewok movies.
Never know.
Because they did the special effects.
Yes, they did.
One of the things a lot of people don't realize is the Ewok movies had 150 matte paintings in it. Matte paintings are special effect shots where they paint it. You photograph a part of the screen and the rest of it's a painting.
Oh, okay, well, that's cool.
So if you watch the movie, like, and you see the moon above us and stuff like that, we were running on the bottom of the screen, but the rest of it's the painting. You see the indoor moon and trees and stuff like that. So it had as many special effects in it as Star Trek: The Motion Picture had in it. They were talking about it.
Okay.
They were making a big deal for a television show to have that many effects in it.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
It was a big deal. It didn't have as many effect shots as the other Star Wars movies, but for a TV movie, it certainly did. It had the most matte paintings, that's for sure. Right. Oh, Keegan's letting us know the ILM show hasn't come out. Yeah, we'll have to check it out. I know it's coming out. I know it's supposed to come out before Andor, but maybe someone could look on Google and see when it's coming out. But we got that coming out. We got Andor. After that, we have Black Adam.
Yep.
We have
Black Panther,
Wakanda Forever. The new Avatar.
Yep.
Finally, Avatar.
Yeah, after 2 years of waiting for it.
2 years? You mean 10 years?
Well, that was the first one. The second one took him 2 years to do this one.
Yeah. So we got that, and I also might be doing a convention in Belgium at the end of August.
Mm-hmm.
We have, as far as the convention circuit's concerned, we may be skipping San Diego Comic-Con this year. I apologize. We haven't made a final decision. If we do San Diego Comic-Con, it's coming up in about 2 weeks or so, and we'll let you know because we'll do walkthrough videos on it. July 27th is when that's coming out, the ILM show.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be good. We can watch that.
Yeah, so that's coming out, and so I think that's the weekend that the San Diego Comic-Con is.
I think so too. Yeah.
So we got that coming soon. So we'll have more to talk about ILM, and well, other than that, the next con after that is what we talked about in the beginning of the show. Yep. We're going to be going to D23.
That's definitely true.
In September, we're going to be going to D23. Yep. Got our passes already. That's about it, really. You have anything else you want to add, Captain Erkster?
No, it was, like I said, Disneyland, we had a great time at Disneyland.
We did, and we apologize again to Mike because he wanted to hang out with us.
Yeah. Yes. We always go early in the morning. We never go in the afternoon.
We go when it opens.
It was just too crowded. But, man, this time we went on this Tuesday, rides are only 5 minutes.
It was great.
It was the greatest
We didn't even have to use the lightning pass thing.
Yeah. The only time we had to use lightning passes when we had to go on to what's that? Right?
The one that they shut down. You guys broke it.
Yeah.
The Big Thunder Mountain or something.
Big Thunder Mountain broke down.
So.
Yeah, my friend Steve broke it.
And by the way, if anybody watching the show that's our friends of the show and part of our the All for Sci-Fi family, if you guys are ever coming to Disneyland and want Captain Rickson and I to show you around, because we are really Disneyland aficionados.
That's definitely true.
We know where a lot of the hidden Mickeys are. We know a lot of the stories. We can tell a lot of the history about Disneyland. We used to do that on the show. That was how we started All for Sci-Fi. We were streaming live at Disneyland every weekend. Miss those days.
Oh, I do too.
COVID kind of killed that.
But the worst part of it is that one of the Mickeys is missing.
It's not just the Mickey. The entire something that's been there since the '60s.
Yeah.
is gone.
Which is
and it's very upsetting. Very upsetting. And I'm still I need to find out where it went. It was over by the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom ride, and it's gone.
Yeah, the house is gone.
It was a hidden house.
Even a little figure is gone too. That goes with it.
They even released a book about it.
Yes, they did. And the biggest part of the problem is the smokestack is still there.
The smokestack?
Yeah, that's the only thing that was left.
You think someone damaged it, or?
I think someone stole it.
You think someone stole it?
I think
maybe someone
put it
did.
in their backpack and they took it off with it.
Yes, so someone lifted it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Some shoplifter. What do you?
Oh, that's horrible.
Man.
That's a part of Disney history, man.
Yeah, it's been this since the '60s. That is not cool. Whoever took it needs to return it back.
Yes. Or they need to go to jail.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Next week, we'll be talking about For All Mankind.
Yep.
We're also going to be talking about the Oroville.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to review those two full seasons. We're going to go ahead and see if we. I don't know if we're going to have enough time, Dante. If we do, we could talk about Sequest DSV. Yeah. If not, we'll put that on the week after that. Then we also have the ILM show coming out. A bunch of things. Yeah. So.
I know one thing we haven't been to either. You know, in a minute. So is the other side, California Adventures.
We haven't been to California Adventure in a while. We need to go back. We also need to go back to Universal Studios too, because we have passes for that.
We also need to go to Knott's Berry Farm.
Well, someone brought that up, and I haven't been to Knott's Berry Farm since I was a kid.
I have been
since like the 70s.
I've been there since the 80s.
So yeah, we need to go to Knott's Berry Farm. There's an interesting story about that, how it's how it was a berry farm and stuff like that.
How it got started. Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining us again. We always say here at All for Sci-Fi, go out and do one act of kindness. Don't be like the troll here that called us talking faces that we had to ban, and obviously was just here to, you know, mess up our show. Don't be like that. Be nice. Be kind with each other. It doesn't. When we say go out and do something, an act of kindness, because it spreads. It doesn't have to be giving money. It doesn't have to be doing something physical. It could be just asking someone how their night went and did they sleep well, and ask them how their day's doing. You'd be surprised. Sometimes people just enjoy having a great conversation with everybody.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
So even call somebody you haven't talked to in a while and say hi this week.
I did that.
But do something nice to somebody this week, because we believe it makes the world a better place and helps pay it forward, and it grows. So may the force be with you always.
Yes.
Live long and prosper, and may God bless you.
Like I always say, have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your day.
Mm-hmm.
Be safe out there. Don't do anything crazy like me, and just have fun, because it's all. Because all you can do in life right now is have fun.
That's right.
Because every day is a different day.
You know, life is too short. Enjoy it, guys.
Way too short not to enjoy it.
That's right.
With yourself, your wife,
and with
or
others,
your family members, or your friends. Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one. We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for joining us.